Welcome to my podcast, Consider It Done. My name is Jazlyn, and we are going to dive deep into the world of manifestation and the law of assumption. I'm not here to give you a strict rule book or a complicated, unrealistic routine. I'm here to give you the knowledge you need to decide what works for you. Because at the end of the day, you are the only creator of your reality. So you don't need my permission. You just need to realize your own power. All you have to do is consider it done, and it will be. Okay, episode 1 of Consider It Done. I am so excited. I've been into manifestation for years, like years. And while studying it, I've acquired more knowledge than I even know what to do with. So here I am. I feel like a lot of people are turned off to the topic of manifestation because a lot of the rhetoric I've seen online is like either surrounded by a bunch of toxic positivity, or on the other spectrum, a lot of culty negativity. And I want to find a good middle ground for people. I want to make manifestation more accessible to people who have no idea what I'm talking about right now, and also to help people who are already into manifestation dive deeper in ways that they haven't before. So, over the course of this podcast, I'm going to break everything down for you. I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to make it exciting. And I am going to put you on. So let's go. Let's get into it, okay? After years of studying, the manifestation concept that hit the most for me is the law of assumption. And right now, you might be thinking, doesn't she mean the law of attraction? Nope. There's law of attraction and the law of assumption. The law of attraction is just the more popular one. And we'll get deeper into the difference between law of attraction and assumption in a future episode, but basically, the law of attraction states that like attracts like. So, the way that you manifest your desires is by aligning your vibration to match what you want to manifest. So basically, you're trying to stay joyful and positive and grateful in hopes that the universe or a higher power will bring you what you want. On the other hand, the law of assumption states that your assumptions create your reality. An assumption is defined as something you believe to be true without proof or evidence. So, if you don't have physical proof of something, then your mind just believes what you're telling it, aka your thoughts. So, what does that mean? It means that you are creating your reality by what you're telling yourself and what you are assuming to be true. So the key to manifestation based on the law of assumption is just to assume that you already have what you want. While law of attraction is more like wishing upon a star that you're radiating the same vibration as your desires so that one day you'll get them or something similar to them. Law of assumption takes the waiting and hoping part out of it by putting you in charge of your life. There's no divine timing, no toxic positivity, no work that has to be done. All you have to do is decide that you have something, and then you do. And maybe you're thinking, if that's true, then how come I don't have what I want yet? Well, that's because wanting something is not the same thing as deciding you have it. Okay? Write that down if you have to. Deciding you want something is not the same as deciding you have it. With law of attraction, you are wondering when something is going to happen, or if your vibe is right, or if your method worked, or if if you've expressed enough gratitude yet, because you are relying on an external force to bring you your manifestation when the time is right. This is not the case with law of assumption. The law of assumption is internal, okay? It's yours when you say it is. So if you're asking yourself, where's my manifestation? Why haven't I gotten it yet? What's taking so long? Why is it so hard to get this? Why isn't this working out for me? Why doesn't anything ever work out for me? You're just affirming that you do not have what you want. And if you're affirming that you don't have what you want, then you're right. You don't have what you want. Because you are the one creating your reality in real time. Your assumptions create your reality. And saying you have something 1 minute, but then asking where it is the next, just means that you don't really assume that you have it. Because remember, with assumptions, there's no evidence, no proof of it being true. You just believe that it is. Persist in the belief that you already have your dream life, no matter what the current circumstances are, no matter what you see. And reality has no choice but to reflect that. I like to call this my TV mindset. And if you don't have a TV, then for this example, you can use anything around your home that doesn't move around much, like a fridge or an oven or a door, a window, a sink, whatever. Just adjust it to fit your situation. But for the sake of this example, when you're standing in your room and you see your TV, you don't have a doubt in your mind that you have a TV, right? I mean, you're looking right at it. Of course you have it. That's a fact. But when you leave the room your TV is in, or even leave your home completely, do you suddenly start doubting if you have a TV just because you don't see it at the moment? Do you keep running into the room just to check to see if your TV is there? Are you asking yourself when you're going to get a TV? How you're going to get a TV? How long it'll take to get your TV? If your TV is going to stay? If you're on the right positive vibration in order to get a TV one day? Of course not. You know you have a TV. You know it's not going anywhere. You don't have to physically see it in front of you to believe that you have it. You know you have it, no matter what you see or where you are or what you're doing. That TV mindset is the same exact mindset you need to have about your manifestations. Not seeing it in front of you does not mean that you don't have it. If you need to, literally just tell yourself your manifestation is just in the other room, just like your TV is. Stop giving your surroundings and circumstances so much power. Give yourself, give your mind the power instead. Claim your manifestation and do not contradict yourself. The key here is to persist in your assumption that you already have what you want. You are already the person that you want to be. You have your dream life, okay? Most people think seeing is believing, but the law of assumption states that believing is seeing. If you're new to the law of assumption, this mindset might sound easier said than done, but I promise manifestation itself is so easy. Okay, you manifest without even realizing it. The hard part is undoing a lifetime of being told that you have to jump through hoops and work really hard to achieve anything good, and there's a million barriers and limitations and obstacles keeping you from your dream life. But that's why I made this podcast, to help you understand that manifestation is instant, it's effortless, and it's internal. It's really all up to you. So I hope you stick around and follow the podcast, because in future episodes, I'll be discussing things like the role your self-concept plays in your assumptions, different methods people use to solidify their assumptions, how to revise past experiences that didn't go in your favor. There's a lot to talk about. A lot. Um, but I'll keep it short and sweet for now. Thank you so much for listening to my first episode. And remember this: assume the best, and you'll get the best. Bye.